Hi, this is Ed Troxel. In the last tutorial, we learned how to create the classes necessary for the proper JSON layout that we are looking at. And so in this tutorial, we need to be able to get it to work in Vegas, find how to actually access the JSON routines, and how to actually break the information apart into these classes. And so join me as we look to see how we are going to expand on all of this. So what I did was I did some searching and I found a routine that would actually, the problem is .NET really doesn't have the JSON reading capability built into it. Yes, we can do it with just JSON.NET. So everything kept pointing me to, I think it was Newtonsoft or something like that, another third party that most people were recommending that you download, but I wanted to be able to use just straight .NET. And I found that .NET does have this ability, but you have to use this using system runtime .serialization.json. So by putting this using in here, and I had to also add the reference. So we came down here to our system runtime serialization, and we had to check that to get it added to our script. And then I found this routine. So this is a deserialize routine. It's going to return something of this type, and you're going to pass it the type, and then the string is what we read from the file. And then it's going to create a memory stream from that string that you passed it. We will create a new data contract JSON serializer object of this type, which will create our serializer option, and then we are going to get our deserialized object by telling it this is the type that we want, and the serializer is going to get it from reading from this memory stream. And then it's going to return the deserialized object to us. So by adding the system runtime serialization.json, this became available to us so that we could create this, and then after we created the serializer, we could actually read the object, which will fill up the new classes that we just created. So now in Vegas Pro 22, if we just tried to run this script, you will see that we get an error message, and it says the type or namespace JSON does not exist. So we know we added the namespace, we know it's in the script, so what could be causing it here? If we go in and look at the specifications for scripting for Vegas, it says by default, Vegas loads the following .NET assemblies, and these are the assemblies that it loads. So if you need something else, then you must specify it, and it gives you how to specify it here. And so basically we just copy this right here, and we need to create us a myscript.cs.config file that will be in the same folder as the script itself. Here is the script I have been running. So now I need to create this class1.cs.config file. So let's look inside it. So here's the actual config file. This is just a standard line here. And we've got our script settings and /script settings. The important line is this one right here, which is our assembly reference. I tried putting just system.runtime.serialization, and it did not like that, so I decided I needed to point to the full file. So I had to find the full file, which is under c:windows/microsoft.net/framework64, and this is the version, and then /system.runtime.serialization.dll. So now we have this file with this reference. So with that file in place, when I try to run it, we can see now it properly found that DLL file, and it was able to reference the JSON in that routine even though we haven't used it yet. And notice I just put a little message on here that said it started. So now we can see a few reasons why I'm actually not using the Vegas Capture program, but also if we want to use it and we want to get everything in sync, we have to learn how to read the JSON files. So at this point, I've got a deserialization that will actually deserialize the JSON file once we get the information in there. But for now, what I had to do was go ahead and get everything to where Vegas could see everything necessary for that deserializer routine to work. So now we've got all of that part worked out, and in the next tutorial we're going to start expanding on this by being able to find the capture file and then being able to pull the information in. So I'll see you in the next tutorial. Like, subscribe, and we'll learn how to read these JSON files. Please sign up at www.JETDV.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.